What's up, everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing a labor and delivery video, but first, comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Tamra and this is Noah, so Tam and Noah. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you for tuning in again, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you'll see every time I upload a video. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I was induced at 38 weeks and 1 day. He was originally due on July 24th, 2019, but I had him on July 11th. And the reason that the doctor said I needed to be induced was because he was small, but come to find out, the reason he was induced was because my doctor was going to be out of town. So therefore, if I would have had him, if he would have came on his own, if he would have came early, then my doctor wouldn't have been there to deliver him. Or if he would have came on time, my doctor still wouldn't be able to be there to deliver him. So that's why I had to deliver him. And I found that out after I had him. But anyways, so the labor was pretty good. I went in the Wednesday. I had him on a Thursday, so I went in Wednesday night about 11 o'clock. And so when midnight came, they gave me the pill to soften my cervix so then I could start dilating and everything. And that was pretty okay. So didn't really get no sleep that night. I was in and out of sleep because, of course, the nurses in and out the room, you know, checking on you. And then, plus, I was a little nervous and everything, so I didn't get much sleep that night, in and out, having to get up and use the bathroom, which was a mess because I had to keep on unhooking and hooking up everything to me every time I had to go to the bathroom. And so I was having little contractions, you know, constantly. It felt like mild period cramps. And so that was pretty good. So about 7:30 that morning, that's when my doctor came in to break my water. And when I tell you guys, that was the worst part. Him breaking my water was the worst part because they said my cervix was way in the back. So therefore, he had the little hook on his finger to break my water. And when I tell you I screamed, and they was like, don't scream, don't scream. And I'm like, how are you not going to scream when somebody is sticking their finger up you, breaking your water? And so that was the worst thing out of all of it, was him breaking my water. And so after that, the nurse was like, you can get an epidural whenever you want to. You know, just don't wait till your contractions get too bad because you got to get a bag of fluid before we can give you the epidural. So I probably lasted about an hour or so, and by then I think I was like 3 centimeters, and because my contractions were coming back to back, like it wasn't no contraction, then rest, then contraction. It was like contraction, 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 especially when I was laying on my side. He probably would have came earlier that day if I would have kept on my side, but I would be on my side, then they'll move me on my back, and then back on my side. And so by then, I was like, okay. So I called the button, got the epidural. The epidural wasn't as bad as what people say it is. Ooh. The epidural isn't as bad as people say it is. Like, really and truly, I did not feel it going in. And so that was pretty good. My dad stayed in the room. My dad was in the room while I got it, but he was way across the room. And so the getting the epidural was fine. And so after that, they came back and put a catheter in, and I was fine. When I would tell you I was fine, but I think getting the epidural slowed things down because for a moment my contractions had stopped and everything. But I was feeling good. I was on my phone, and my mom and them was like, my mom and them was like, you need to be working on pushing this baby out and not being on your phone and stuff. And because my daddy came like too early, because my mama had texted him and was like, that my contractions were coming back to back, so she thought it was time. But what the nurse was saying, that my contractions are coming back to back, but I was like only like 1 centimeter at that time. And so my daddy was hungry, my mama was hungry, because we didn't eat since, well, I couldn't have anything after midnight. And so we had pizza the night before we went to the hospital. And so none of us had ate since then. And I was like, y'all can go get something to eat. And so it was like, no. But my mama, she went and ate a bag of chips while I was getting my epidural. But anyways, so that was fine. And so the labor lasted. I was in labor for 12 hours and 39 minutes because he came at 8:09 p.m. Now the delivery part was intense. Ooh. The delivery part was intense. And that is why, ladies, exercise. Because I did not exercise. And if I would have exercised, then I think my delivery would have been way better than what it was, because pulling my legs back was hurting and everything. And so anyways, the delivery was starting. When she came, she was about to turn me on my side, but when I was turning, I felt a lot of pressure, and I was like, ooh, I'm feeling a lot of pressure. And so she was like, oh, you want me to check? And I was like, yeah. And so when she checked, she was like, oh yeah, I think it's time. And so my doctor came in and checked me, and he was like, yeah, the head is right there. And so when they got my legs up, they was like, oh yeah, the head is right there. If you give us a couple of good pushes, he should be on out. And they was like, oh my goodness, he has a head full of hair. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, this is really real. Like, this when it really hit me that this is actually happening. I'm about to be a mom. I'm about to push a whole baby out. And so my mom and dad was in the room, and my auntie and my cousin had came like right when they was getting everything together. So all of them was in the room with me. And so my mama, she was up there by my head, helping me hold my head up. And I was about to suffocate because she was helping me support my head. And so, you got to do like this. And every time I was trying to take a breath, I couldn't lean my head back to take a good enough breath. And so I'm just like, when they let me take a break, I'm like, Mama, whenever I need, can you just let go of my head so I can take a deep breath, because I can't get no air. And so I had started crying, everything, because it was just intense. And so, I was pushing, and then they had to cut me because his head wasn't coming out right. And so I had to end up getting stitches because of that. But anyway, and so I'm pushing and pushing. They was like, all right. And then my doctor's like, you could do better than that. And I'm like, I'm pushing with all my might. Like, what else do you want from me? And so, I'm pushing. And I guess the baby was like coming out. And then all I hear is my mama, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And everybody was like, come on, Tamra, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. And so I'm just tired. When I tell you I was pooped. And so finally he came out, and they set him on my chest, and I just started crying. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I really done had a baby. And, that was just, I don't know. But that was like a world, I don't know what to say about that experience, but that experience is like nothing else that you will ever experience in this life. But I would say that it's the best experience all the pain, all the 12 hours and 30 minutes, 39 minutes was all worth it to bring him into this world. And after that, after having a baby, you would be so drained. Like, we tried to breastfeed him, but he wasn't latching on good, and I was just done with, I was so tired. After having a baby, it takes all your energy. I wanted to stay up and hold him, and I did hold him for a good little minute, but I was just getting so tired. And then, so after that, I tried eating a little bit. I really didn't eat that much because I wasn't really that hungry. And so, really, that is how my delivery went. And so after that, and when they pushed the afterbirth out, yes, it do hurt because they push it on your stomach, but it don't hurt, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it hurt, but it's not that painful when they trying to push it out. And so by then my epidural was like kind of wearing off a little bit. And so I could kind of feel him like tugging everything, putting the stitches in. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, please hurry up. Please hurry up. But it was the greatest day of my life. And so that is the end of the story. And Noah's wondering what is going on. Say hey, everybody. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Okay. But anyways, this is the end of the video, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow all the social medias in the description below. And if you're new, go check out my other 2 videos already. Comment what other videos you would like to see from us. Anything, follow my social medias, leave questions, comments, feedback, whatever you decide. And stay tuned for the next video. Bye, everybody.